Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your November 2021 Tarot and Oracle card reading. So as soon as I tuned into your energy, Gemini, there were a lot of messages and a lot of energies that came forward. So I really feel like this is going to be a very active month for you. I saw a lot of inspiration coming in. I feel like there's going to be a lot of really great ideas is what I'm seeing, and also solutions to a problem. Like I saw an individual at school or like in college, and they were like studying and finally like figuring out the answer to a problem that has been that they've been stuck on for a long time. So I kind of feel like that's more symbolic. I mean, that could be you, but it felt more symbolic of finding a solution to get out of some situation or issue that has felt like you've hit a wall with. So I feel like this month you may find that there's a door that opens or something opens up for you this month where you're able to push forward or move forward. And I'm feeling like it's going to be a really big sigh of relief for you. And I also saw, and you have a lot of cards coming out here as well. Wow, this is beautiful. Yeah, see, look, okay, so you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is I always like actually the Eight of Pentacles. It's a card of hard work. And oftentimes it's like a card of working on something that you really enjoy. It's putting all of your energy into it. It's, really like losing yourself in something that you really care about, something you're passionate about, and something you really love. And I feel like with the King of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles, it feels like there is some kind of advancement or some kind of progress that you're seeking to make this month. And I feel like that's really going to come in for you here. And then we have the Fool card on top of it. And as you notice, the cards already just started kind of falling out before I could even tell you guys that I'm changing up the spread here. I'm just going to pull cards intuitively for this month. I might go back to the Celtic Cross next month, but I just kind of felt guided to do the readings this way. So in case you were wondering why I wasn't doing the Celtic Cross, I just wanted to do something different this month. So we have the Fool card crossing, clarifying the King of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So this is, a new journey. This is taking on, this could also be, I'm hearing new projects. So some of you may be taking on a new project. I really like the energy. It feels fresh and vibrant. And it feels like there's something you're really looking forward to doing. And I'm really seeing academic. So some of you may be applying to a program or a new school or something that just really excites you. And I also saw an expansion in the crown chakra or in the mind. I feel like there's this expansion in knowledge and wisdom. So I think that this is going to be a really, it's a dynamic month in the sense that there's a lot that's coming to fruition is the word I'm hearing. There's a lot of like an accumulation of a lot of work that you've put into something, and you can finally feel that things are starting to move forward in the right direction for you here. So a lot of positive changes that I'm seeing coming up for you, Gemini. Okay, and then we have the Ten of Wands here. With the Ten of Wands, I'm not actually seeing, so Ten of Wands oftentimes symbolizes a heavy burden. It symbolizes a lot of, kind of just carrying too much on our shoulders. So this month, be careful with how many projects that you take on is what I'm hearing. So you may be really excited to get started on some things, and you may feel like you want to take on everything because you're feeling the energy for it. But what I'm seeing is you may burn out really quickly. So just kind of pace yourself. Pace yourself with how many projects or how many obligations or how many things you're signing up for. So just watch out for that, because I'm seeing you kind of like signing up for a lot of things and then realizing you actually don't have room in your schedule for every single one of these things to commit to everything. So just pay close attention to the things that you're committing to this month, because your energy just kind of feels like you're ready to go. You're up and ready to go. There's a lot of things opening up for you, and you're excited for it, because it could be that there have been some stagnation in the past. So I'm kind of seeing to be able to just pace yourself here, because you may end up biting off more than you can chew. But let's clarify this. What else do we need to know about the Ten of Wands here for Gemini for November? And your energy. energy is just showing up really present. Like it feels like, you know, kind of just carrying too much on our shoulders. So some of you may be applying to a program or a new school or something that you really want to take on. And I feel like there's a lot of, like an accumulation of some a lot of work that you've put into something, and you can finally feel that things are starting to move forward in the right direction for you here. So very, a lot of positive changes that I'm seeing coming up for you, Gemini. Okay, and then we have the Ten of Wands here. you want to it's like there's this energy of wanting to participate, wanting to be a part of life, wanting to explore and come out of your shell and come out and like do things and explore things. So I like this energy. It's very good. Oh my gosh, beautiful. We have the Sun card here. Really nice. So the Sun card is joy and happiness, and the fact that it's clarifying the Ten of Wands is really interesting, because this could also be the end of something that has weighed you down quite a bit. So some of you could also be going into this place of, I'm seeing some of you as well. So this could be for another group of you. It could also apply to the same, just depending on who I'm reading for, how this resonates. But the Ten of Wands for some of you could also be that you're finally choosing to pull your energy out of things that haven't been serving you. I'm seeing that some of you are just kind of reprioritizing where you're putting your energy. You could be finding that, for a while you've been really focused on some things that are not yielding any results, and they have just been a burden. They have been a heavy burden, and they're not really amounting to anything. So some of you could be choosing to just refocus your energy into something else, because the Ten of Wands is also the card of endings. It's a card of, ending a phase of where you feel like something has become too heavy to carry. So you're ready to finally put it down. And so this may bring in the Sun card for you, where you're ready to start something new and something different, and you're ready to kind of let the old baggage go. And this could really bring in this new, fresh, vibrant energy where you're looking forward to the future, and there's something to look forward to here. Some of you also may be traveling. I'm seeing travel as a part of the Sun card here. You may be going somewhere to learn a new trade is what I'm seeing. So some of you may be going somewhere to attend a school or a new trade, or kind of like expand or broaden your horizons is what I'm seeing. It's almost like the world is kind of opening up for you, and you're wanting to go and explore it, and you can kind of feel this energy of something has to shift and something has to change here. So that is really beautiful. I love that. This is a really good month for you. Gemini, this is beautiful. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Wonderful. So some of you could be, so I'm really hearing strong either education or career vibes to this reading. So that may be the main focus for you, Gemini, this month. But the King of Pentacles is often, building long-term success and stability for yourself. So some of you could be going somewhere or engaging or entering into a new part of your life where it will allow you to build long-term financial stability. And there's room to grow is what I'm hearing. So some of you could be starting a new job, and that job has a lot of opportunities to grow, to climb the ladder, to expand. And so that could be something that really excites a lot of you, where, you're finding that this is something where I can see a future for myself here. So that's really beautiful. I like that. So lots of good opportunities coming in for you, Gemini. And it's very clear too. Okay. What else do we have coming up for Gemini this month? November. And I'm seeing some of you, I'm seeing healing. So some of you could be healing from something that has been kind of pulling you down. Almost like for some of you in the recent past, you might have felt like your energy is being drained. Just really not having a lot of physical energy and not really feeling like you can get up, you can go do things. And I'm seeing that some of you may feel like there's an invigorating or like a new burst of energy for you this month of November. So that's going to feel good for you, because it's going to give you an opportunity to maybe do some things that you haven't gotten a chance to do in a while. So you're finding that you can get up, you can go out, you can kind of, you have the energy to go hang out with friends. Like it feels like some of you might have been under the weather, have not been well. I'm seeing this for probably a small group of you, but I'm seeing like health wise. Obviously I'm not a doctor, so don't take my word for medical advice at all. But I'm just seeing that there's like a turnaround in like good health. Like you may find that you just have some more energy this month, or just, it's not as intense as it has been. The Devil. Okay. Clarify the Devil for me, please. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles here. Okay, so this could be people from the past or something from the past. And what I'm seeing is, Gemini, that you may find that there's just some temptation from the past that returns. So old lovers, old friends, old situations, or even just things that you used to do, like old habits, like not falling into old habits is what I'm seeing. Like if they're like procrastination is what I'm hearing. So procrastination or self-sabotage. So if you have some like new opportunities coming in, it would be a good thing to be aware of maybe some of the thoughts that come into our mind, like, oh, I'm never going to get this, or maybe some of the negative thinking. There's something here about something returning from the past, or maybe old patterns or behaviors, or it could be just old flings, exes, partners, friends who tend to kind of bring out these old previous patterns of things that you used to do when you were younger. So there may be kind of this almost like a test of how much you've grown, or how much you have changed, and what kinds of things you want differently for your life now. And the reason I see that is because the Six of Swords is often the card of walking away. It's the card of disengaging from toxic stuff. It's a card of finally choosing to kind of cut your losses and just let things be what they are, and understanding that that's not gonna work out in the way that I ever wanted to. So I'm just gonna move on. That's the energy of the Six of Swords. And so I feel like you're moving on to better things, Gemini, and you have better things coming for you. And so I think that this month it's really important to stay focused on the future, and it's important to stay focused on your goals. What do you want to create for yourself now, and not base that off of where you have been or who you have been in the past. And the Seven of Pentacles is often this card could be the card of analysis, like kind of analyzing where we are right now in terms of building your career, your finances, your stability. Where can we go from here? And I feel like it's almost like you're taking an assessment of, look how far I've come. And so I don't want to sabotage or hinder my growth or my progress from where I've been, because it feels like you have some really beautiful career opportunities coming up here for you in the month of November, or some really great ideas and really great inspirational, like almost like channeling. Like you'll be channeling some really wonderful ideas to help you grow and to help you expand. And so staying focused on those and not retreating back to the past, or things that have been toxic, or people that have been toxic that kind of pull you back into those old patterns, or kind of bring those sides out in you. It's really important to be able to use your discernment in those types of situations, because I'm kind of seeing that some of you may find that you run into someone who is like an ex or an old flame, or some friends that kind of bring back these nostalgic memories for you, and you kind of want to revisit that, and it may kind of put you back into this older frequency or vibration. So I think that it's the Devil card is kind of showing up to show you that, don't get stuck in this web. Don't get stuck in this pattern again. Just kind of disengage from it, and use your intuition, use your discernment in how, at what level that needs to be done. So it'll be different for everybody. For some people, it's just kind of like, it's more simple. And for others, it's really like, no, I really need to walk away from these people. So just depending on the situation here. So that may come up for you in the month of November here. Okay, let's do one more pile here. What else do we have coming up for Gemini in the month of November? Page of Pentacles, beautiful. This is really nice. So Page of Pentacles is often the card of growth. It's a card of nurturing what we want. Oh my gosh, this is so gorgeous. Okay, so we have the World card, which is endings. So yeah, you're definitely going through a major ending. A major phase in your life is coming to a close. That's what the World card is. It's, you know, and you're also in between worlds is what I kind of feel like. And your world is growing. It's expanding is what I'm seeing. Your horizons are broadening. I'm still seeing travel for some of you. Some of you may be moving to another country or going to another country. You may be even just like taking a long trip to another country for some time to kind of just change up your scenery and your environment. I'm really seeing that. It's kind of like there's this craving to want to learn something new and wanting to broaden your horizons and just experience something, like wanting to have an experience is what I'm hearing. And you're in between that stage right now. So for some of you, it may not happen in the month of November, but I feel like that inspiration or that clue, you know, that idea will start popping into your head and may start showing up. Like randomly, you'll be washing dishes and you'll think about how you want to go to like Italy or something. And then a couple days later, it's like Italy will show up on the TV and you'll be really drawn to it. So it'll be kind of something like that, you know, like these ideas will start kind of showing up in front of you where you'll feel inspired to, I think I really want to go to Italy, you know, and you'll start making the plans to go to Italy. You'll start booking the tickets and, you know, figuring out, do I need to learn the language? You know, where do I want to stay? That kind of thing. Do I want to bring people with me? How long do I want to go for it? That kind of thing. So I really feel like there is something here about nurturing a new phase in your life. Like there's this new growth that's really wanting to blossom. And I feel like it's really something that, and I'm also kind of being drawn to the dragonfly on the Page of Pentacles there. And the dragonfly is usually a symbol of dreams coming true and an illumination of realizing, kind of really coming into a, stepping into your dreams, you know, and wanting to make them come true is what I'm hearing. And so I think that this new part of your life could be this new phase, this new stage could be all about focusing in on how can I make all of these dreams and hopes and desires that I've always had for myself, like things on my bucket list almost. How can I start to nurture and grow them and start to plant the seeds on how to get to that place, you know? And so I think it's also really important what they're telling me is to stay grounded in reality as well, though, because remember, Pentacles is also kind of like a slow card. Any Pentacles, it takes time to build. It takes time to grow. So I think that it's important to stay focused on the building and the growth, because I think that sometimes when we get really excited about an idea or a dream, we want it to show up in front of us like right away. But then at the same time, in reality, sometimes some things don't happen so quickly. They don't happen so fast. And so I think that there has to be a balance between, you know, having the vision and being able to manage the day-to-day expectations of how we're going to realistically get there. So that's going to be really important, because I think sometimes I've noticed this, that sometimes when we kind of, just in general, when we hear that we're in a new phase or a new place in our life, or there's all these beautiful things that are coming into us, at what speed and when they happen sometimes it's obscure. Like we don't really know. It could be a couple months from now. It could be a couple years from now, just depending on the kind of energy we're putting into it. But so Spirit is reminding me to say that it's really important to stay grounded in the reality of how long something could really take. So that's going to be something that, but it's kind of like this everyday practice of nurturing and growth and a commitment to something new, and that dream or that vision or that goal that you have for yourself. Let's do another clarifying card here for Page of Pentacles and the World. Oh my gosh, Look how gorgeous this is. So whatever it is that you're kind of going into, Gemini, there is this potential for a lot of abundance and luxury. This is the card of luxury. This is the card of abundance. This is the card of independence as well. This is the card of financial independence. This is the card of freedom, choices, being able to make your own decisions, being able to go where you want to go and do what you want to do. So whatever path you guys are on right now, it's a very, very wonderful path to be on. You're on the right path. And I feel like it's going to bring a lot of the things, even surprises. You may be even surprised along the way, some of the little gifts that Spirit will drop in for you as you're walking this path. So it doesn't have to be something where we know where we know how everything is going to happen and what things are going to come in for us. But just know that this new path ahead has so much abundance there for you, and abundance in not just money and prosperity, but in experiences. I feel like experience keeps coming in for me, for your energy, Gemini, this month, that there's something enriching and fulfilling about the quality of life that you want to live. There's something about wanting to live a good quality life, wanting to experience things, have friends, really maybe do a career or a job that you really love and you can make a lot of money from it so you can live the life that you want. So there is kind of like this undertone of just having this really good, nurturing, wholesome, well-rounded life for yourself. And I think that that's what you're trying to build here in this new stage. That's what this new beginning is starting to usher in for a lot of different people. I feel like, the wheels are definitely turning for everybody in many different ways. So in how that changes for different people will vary. But for you, Gemini, this is all about broadening your horizons. This is about like radical change of even location, of culture, of kind of getting out of that comfort zone and going somewhere new and trying something different and finding that you actually fall in love with it. It's almost as if some of you are, have lived in one place for so long. It's like, I don't even know what it's like to live somewhere else or what those experiences would be. And now it's like, you want to know. So you're going to go, and then you go there and you're like, oh my God, how come I never knew about this before? This is amazing. This resonates so much better with me than where I was before. Like that doesn't fit me anymore. That doesn't fit who I am now because I've just grown out of that and I'm expanding and I'm growing. So that expansion and that growth is there's this spiritual undertone of something that we can't see that's behind the veil that has this really massive expansion and growth. It's like your soul and spirit is growing so big that it's like, I don't fit in this container that I've been in, that I was comfortable in before. And so if you find yourself feeling uncomfortable or feeling like, I just don't fit here anymore and I don't know why, is there something wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. It is that you are growing. And so, of course, it doesn't fit anymore. It's like, once you get older, it's like when you're a kid, you sleep in one of those twin size beds or the smaller beds. And then when you grow up, you have to change and, move into a bigger size bed that fits you better. So it's like that, it's like, of course you're going to be uncomfortable. It doesn't fit you. So just be gentle with yourself, be patient with yourself, and just know that the reason you're feeling these urges or this like push to kind of move in another direction is because spiritually, or, it could be subconsciously, just maybe not in the forefront of your mind, but just you're feeling like this shift in energy. Just kind of go with that and follow your intuition and follow the path that's kind of being laid out ahead of you. So really beautiful cards here. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Pentacles. And the reason I'm kind of giggling here is because the Two of Pentacles is often the card of travel. It's a card of deciding between two things. Some of you may get an offer to move, to travel. So some of you may get those opportunities. Some of you, I'm seeing, you may have some friends that are overseas that you met overseas or met far away. It doesn't have to be overseas, but it could just be at a distance. And I can see some of you kind of making this decision or this choice to want to go visit them for a while and kind of go there. And some of you, this could also be a job opportunity. A lot of times it's like you're juggling between two job opportunities, or you're deciding between two different paths in terms of your career. Do I want to two different paths in terms of what you want to do in terms of your career. And I kind of feel like, but they're both kind of really different from each other. So there's some decisions here. Two of Pentacles is decisions and balancing, being able to balance, all these changes and, still trying to find time for the things that matter to you still, with relationships and friendships and family and all that kind of stuff. So this is going to be kind of like a balancing act. There's a lot of energies going on around here for you. So balance is going to be an important thing to try to manage or maintain in your everyday life. So staying grounded, staying focused, and staying productive every day is going to help you really well this month, because it will help you to feel like you're getting somewhere. Even if you don't kind of get to that final stage, or this is what I want to achieve, you will still feel like progress is being made, or that that movement is happening. You don't want the energy to stay stagnant. So if you're finding inspiration for something, just kind of go with it, or if you have an idea, like if you want to write something, something pops into your head, just write it down real quick, just make that progress. Don't hold yourself back and don't stagnate. That's going to be really important, because if that energy stagnates, then it's going to do the opposite of what it's meant to do. It's supposed to kind of refresh you and move you forward versus weigh you down. We're trying to get out of the 10 of Pentacles. They're the 10 of Wands here. So that's what's changing for you. That's what Spirit wants to change for you, is to kind of get out of this, something that has just run its course, and we're kind of done with that weight. And so we're ready to move into a different paradigm almost for you. Okay. I wanted to pick this card before I did the tarot cards, but the cards just started to fly out. So I think that that's the way it was supposed to be. But I wanted to pick out a theme card for you this month for Gemini. So what's Gemini's theme for the month of November? What's the theme for November for Gemini? Oh, beautiful. Love that. Beauty. I am deeply and profoundly beautiful. And I feel like there is something here about feeling like you are almost in love with the life that you're living. So there could be a focus on that as well. And I think that that's kind of the energy that I was touching up on when I was talking about the 9 of Pentacles, where there is this sense of wanting to live a very wholesome, like well-rounded life with lots of beautiful experiences and relationships, and being able to really feel like you're in your life, like you're experiencing your life, you're living it to the fullest. And I feel like that beauty, it's just deeper than, it's not just about outer beauty. And I think for some of you, you could be even, working on, maybe eating better or exercising, or you could be that too, which is always great, to take care of yourself and to have those self-care practices and to feel beautiful, because then we feel confident. We can kind of go out and go after the things that we really want, because we feel confident in ourselves. But I think that there's also this sense of, what I'm hearing is I want to stack up things in my favor that help me to go after the life that I want. And the life that I want is this life of being able to feel and sense the beauty of life, being able to be in a sense of reverence for it. So I think that that's going to be the focus here, is to progress forward and move forward, to really cultivate this heart-centered life that feels like it just keeps blooming and growing, and we can nurture it and keep adding these, really beautiful gifts to it to kind of really create almost like a beautiful home. Like they're showing me an image of a home where you first move in, and slowly over time, you just keep adding little elements to it that really give it a sense of this personal touch. But everything just kind of really matches so well together, or they kind of contrast really well together, where it kind of just really gets this sense of your unique imprint or your unique personality in the space. So that's what they're kind of showing me a picture of. It's like you're trying to paint this beautiful picture of your life, and you're kind of assessing what kind of things are authentic to me and really resonate with me, that I can really create this, what things do I need in order for me to create that, to make that into a reality? This is so beautiful. I love this, Gemini. Okay, what is Gemini's challenge for this month? What is Gemini? There's a lot of success and abundance. I just keep feeling that. It's really strong, like very strong, like just overpouring of abundance. This is really good. Very positive. Okay. Gemini, what do we have coming? What is the challenge for you? Ooh, taking risks. Yeah. So, there may be some things where it's a little bit out of your comfort zone, is what I'm hearing. It's taking that job, maybe something that is, okay, I think these cards really want to come out. They do not want to go back in. Okay. Freedom and courage. Yeah. So these kind of feel like, this is something where it's like, what I really love is that we have two birds flying here, and I kept seeing travel. I kept seeing flying. So I think that this month is about being able to wrap your mind around the idea that things are changing. And the courage card also here with the those big waves that are hitting up against the rock, what I'm seeing is it's almost like this catalyst for change. It's almost like this thing that's almost gonna like kind of flip a switch, and it's going to create like this shakeup. And it's almost like you're going to see it and recognize it like, okay, this is my sign that something is changing in my life, and it's starting to go in this new direction. And sometimes that change is hard. It's sometimes scary because we're going into this unknown, or it's kind of pulling us out of what we've always known, where we've been comfortable. And so it may take a little bit of an adjustment period in the sense of kind of wrapping our minds around the idea that, because it could be something that we didn't really see coming. It's almost like all of a sudden there's all this energy and there's this giant push in a completely different direction from where we thought we were going. So I think that this month could also be a really good month for you to kind of every day play with the idea of what would it mean if my life changed in this direction? Like why am I feeling uneasy, or why do I feel a bit scared? Or, is it change? Am I struggling with the change? Does that mean that other things in my life are going to change that I was comfortable with and I was content with? So am I going to lose something in order to gain something? And am I ready to lose that thing? So it's kind of like you're in your mind and in your head kind of assessing, what would this mean for my life? Like, what would this mean for me? And what does that mean for my future? What am I going to gain? What am I going to lose? What am I scared of never having again if that happens? Like, there's this assessment. So it's kind of like just allow yourself to kind of play with what's coming up for you, because it will kind of give you some insight into where your head's at. And I think that maybe journaling or writing it down will also help you to kind of sort through your thoughts and find some clarity with where you're at internally. And I kind of feel like the energy will settle, but it does feel like there's a bit of a shakeup here. So, and there may be some opportunities where you're asked to kind of take some risks. But then at the same time, it can also give you some of that freedom or a change in pace that you're wanting. But sometimes at the same time, it could be scary because we ask for something, but then when it's finally here, we're like, oh no, I didn't think it would actually happen. I just kept asking for it, but I didn't think that would actually happen, because now that it's here, I don't know if I'm ready for that, or if I'm fit for that, or if I'm good enough for that. So those are some of the things that may come up for you this month. Okay. What can Gemini look forward to in the month of November? I hear lots of blessings, what I heard. Oh, beautiful. Fulfillment, and drawing me to community as well. So some of you may find that you're, making some friends. You may find that you're feeling really supported by friends. So these are the two cards that you can look forward to for this month: is fulfillment and community. So there may be something here where you're joining a team or a group of people where you're coming together and you're able to create something that is very fulfilling. And I kind of feel like there may be some service-oriented group work here where, you're coming together and kind of serving the community or the world, or in some way, in some shape, in some form or another. So there's something here. And there's something also here about people coming together and using their unique talents and skills to kind of form a whole picture. Everyone kind of brings their strengths to the table of, individuals who have really kind of honed in and tuned into their mastery skills. And each one brings something different where you can kind of create this power team. So that is what I'm seeing. So that may be something that's coming up for you this month, in the month of November, where you're invited or you're offered something where it's like you're invited to be part of some kind of group where you can shine and you can show your skills, and everybody in the group can also show their skills and shine. And so that will bring a real sense of fulfillment for everybody in the group, where everybody feels as though they are living to their fullest potential, and that energy that gets generated from that expression is what will create like this amazing group, like this amazing team that does some wonderful work for your community, or whatever it is that the group is doing. So really powerful, beautiful. Okay, let's pick out some more guidance cards here. Okay, another guidance card for Gemini, November 2021. Okay, we have the thinker here. So you really may find yourself thinking a lot. You may be up in your mind a lot, like assessing things, really reflecting on things here. So I'm just seeing, don't get lost too much up in the headspace, is what I'm seeing. Because there may be just this sense of getting lost in your thoughts, or getting lost in your worries, or kind of projecting and thinking like the worst is going to happen. Some of you may also kind of struggle here and there with bouts of self-confidence, like these moments where, no, who am I kidding myself? This isn't going to really happen, or that's not going to really happen. So just be aware of your thoughts, be aware of the negative thinking, be aware of the pessimism, because this is a good month for manifestation. And I'm really being drawn to the 44 there. And I really kind of feel like this is something that's divinely guided. There's something that's happening for you that is meant for you. There's something here that is divinely guided, and it's almost like being orchestrated by spirit. So there is a sense of surrender, a surrender of how something is going to happen in the way it's going to happen. And almost like, and I'm not sure if this is because I feel like control is something that a lot of people, most people want, right? Like we want to be able to control our circumstances and how things turn out in the way they do. So when we say that we don't have control over something, that it's just kind of needs to be what it is and let things happen in their own time and divine timing, and it makes people feel uneasy because they want to feel like they're in control of their reality. But I kind of feel like there's a test to that this month and I kind of saw that for a couple of signs that, giving up that sense of needing to control the outcome is going to be something that comes up this month for some of us. So just be cautious of that, or be aware of it, that it might be something that comes up, but don't let it get you down, and don't let it kind of take you down in that worrisome path and kind of lose your grounding there. It's almost as if it comes up, just recognize it, see it, and just allow it to kind of just even let it be there. I mean, we don't have to entertain it. If it wants to stay there, let it stay there, and just kind of have that, make the choice to focus on the really wonderful energies that are coming in, because they're really beautiful. And it would be a shame to kind of let that negative energy to kind of dampen this really vibrant energy that Spirit wants to bring in for this month here. Okay. We have a few more decks here that I'm using. Let's pull out another guidance card. Wow. Okay. It really feels like there's some kind of service work that you're going into, Gemini. It's almost like you've kind of, there's some of you that have really done such a wonderful job on working on yourself, that inner work. And so now we're kind of coming into a place where we're ready to be of service for other people. We're ready to kind of share the work that we've done and use it for something. I mean, we don't do that work for nothing. I mean, we do it to kind of heal ourselves and to really shine our light and to get in touch with our authentic self. But getting in touch with our authentic self means that we get to express that and it becomes of service to the rest of the world. We shine our light by doing that. So we kind of come here to fulfill that purpose. And it really feels like you're stepping into this place of shining your light, and you're going to be of service to your community or the world, or just by your own unique light, and however it is, in whatever shape or form you're doing that. It really feels like that's kind of that's the path that you're starting to walk, that this is becoming more about your relationship with the world from this authentic, true place. Yeah. Okay. And then we have pause. And be gentle with yourself here. So the pause card is remember to rest, because there might be a lot of energies that are moving through you. There's a lot of there's a lot of energies that are moving through you, and there's a lot of new things that are happening. It's almost like there may be some things that just catch you off guard. There may be some things that really just surprise you. And so you're kind of needing some time to even explore and think about what direction things are going in and why they're going there. And you're kind of exploring different things. So just take your time with it, because it kind of feels like there's a lot of new things that are coming into your sphere. And especially if you're moving to a new place, it could be that, you're exploring the area, or you're exploring the culture or the food, or, how people live there. So it could be something here where with the pause card, it's almost like savor it and take it in is what I'm hearing. So take it day by day and just enjoy. Don't rush through the experiences. Savor them is what I'm hearing here. And then be gentle with yourself is being very kind to yourself. Again, this is kind of like, reminiscing maybe on the past, or reminiscing on, or it could also, what I'm hearing, it's also taking me back to the energy that I picked up with the thinker card, where, you may be second guessing yourself, or kind of doubting your abilities, or looking around you and thinking, well, everybody else seems to be so well prepared for something and I'm not. So kind of coming out of that thinking and being really gentle with yourself and speaking kindly to yourself is going to be really important here as well. Yeah. Okay. We'll do one more guidance card, and then we'll hear from the angels here. I'm also hearing, don't worry about limitations. Whatever limitations you feel like, this is so interesting. They're saying that whatever limitations you feel like you have in your life that might be preventing you from moving forward, they're illusions. So I don't know, take that as how it resonates with you, but that's what they're telling me. So yeah, let's leave that there. And then we have focus here. So focusing our mind, and then just being really focused on our goals and where we're heading, not getting distracted by things. And I really love this bubble that she kind of has around her headspace. And then I feel like there's this energy of needing to protect yourself this month. There may be some people that come in that don't like this new you, and that don't like this growth. They don't like this forward movement. And so so they may come in, and it may be in a very covert way, in a very sneaky way, maybe say some things that kind of plant a seed in your head, and they cause you to doubt yourself. So it's going to be really important to maybe not disclose too much information to people where you are a bit suspicious, or you're not really feeling too confident in telling them things. So that's going to be something that's going to help you to stay grounded and focused on your goals and keep you in a high vibrational space, is to really just allow yourself to almost like work in silence if you have to. but not sharing too much information about your plans. I'm not saying you have to completely shut yourself out from the world and be private about everything, but it's almost like use your intuition here, because there may be some people around you that are looking at all of these beautiful things that are coming in for you. And naturally, it just kind of happens that way. Every time that happens to anybody, it's almost like, people start coming out of the woodwork. They start voicing their opinions, and they may not even realize that they're coming off as super negative. But that's just how they react to those things when they kind of see other people kind of shining and growing and moving on and having, really wonderful, exciting opportunities presented to them. So just be mindful of that, and be mindful of the people that you're around. And if you kind of get this sense that, okay, every time I talk to this person, I always leave feeling really disempowered. So that should be a clue for you to maybe not say too much to them, or just play around. Like if you're feeling that, then maybe not share so much with them if they kind of bring that kind of energy into your space. So, okay, let's do one more cards here. And these are from the angels. What do the angels have to say for Gemini this month of November? I'm hearing protection, so you are protected. And again, they're also saying that there is these new opportunities, or something that's coming in for you, Gemini, is divinely guided. It's something that's meant for you. And you're more than qualified. Retreat. Beautiful. I love that. So take some time. There are some cards here of, pause, retreat. And you can also even take the thinker card as that, kind of taking some time off for yourself and making sure that you have time to rest and rejuvenate, because there could be some things could start to pick up as well going into December and then the coming months. So, as these energies are shifting and moving around, make some time for yourself to ground, relax, retreat. And also when you relax, it's much easier to have access to your intuition, is what I'm hearing. So I want to put these two together here. Having that time to relax, having that time to calm the nervous system is going to give you an opportunity to really tune in and find some guidance. And it'll help to declutter the overthinking mind, is what I kind of felt with the thinker here. Is you may find yourself thinking a lot about a lot of things. So kind of getting out of that headspace will be really important to kind of maybe have like a regular practice of meditation or anything that really relaxes you. Sometimes for me, sketching becomes a meditation for me. It's like a moment where I don't know what happens to me. I just literally, my brain just my thinking mind just those ruminating thoughts just turn off when I'm just sketching or doodling. So it works for me, and I kind of discovered that on accident. So now I kind of do that when I kind of feel like I'm overthinking about everything. So just things like that. It doesn't have to be you sitting in silence, and if that doesn't work for you. So find something that works for you, something that really helps you to disconnect from the overthinking mind and kind of drop into a state of presence here. So this is a really beautiful reading, and you have such beautiful energies coming up for you this month, Gemini. I'm excited to see how December looks for you as well. But I hope you enjoy this month. I hope you find the time to rest and relax, and I hope you take those risks and you believe in yourself and believe that there is definitely some massive shift or change coming in for you. So I wish you all the best. I hope you enjoyed this and you found it helpful. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button if this reading resonated with you, and I will see you for next month. Bye, Gemini.